We're going to go live soon, guys. Just a quick meeting there before we go live. We've done the breakup vid. We've done it. Just a quick session here, guys. I want to actually move on now. As far as Bearded Lady, Lion Tamer, and Bozo, I don't want to mention them anymore, okay? We want to keep them out of the comments. Any super chats come through, I'm just going to say, who? Because you know what? I don't want to fuel their ambitions, the delusions of grandeur. I'm the Pontiff! You do what I say or you fuck off, okay? You ask Cameron, the lighting man. Who's Cameron? Yeah, he's not bloody here, is he, eh? Yeah. So look, guys, I just want to tell you, it's we're not going to mention these losers again. They're out. They decided they wanted to go. Well, fuck off, you losers! I'm not going to mention them again. I had a conference call with the sucker horn, and we're not going to mention these losers again. So that's the theme. Cameraman, lighting, sound. Let's get ready. Let's go live. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Hi guys, you're live with your favorite Pontiff. Hello. How are you today? I'm posting the link in the description. If you've got a bit of 2 cents you want to add to the show, please jump on. And if I feel lucky with you, I may even let you on to the show. So I'm just sending a few invites out now. Keep the super chats going. Guys, the gold wristwatch. The gold wristwatch, is it dead? What's the go? What's the go? And, you know, this is an interesting topic I wanted to cover today. So the whole point is that it was originally a gift. See, wristwatches, the ability to tell time was quite a cool school. Urban Kindry, £2. Keep up the good work, Pontiff. P.S. I love gold. So these were given after many years of service. They were given as a gift after many years of service. And that's the whole idea to them. So you worked at a place and they gave you a gold wristwatch. Now, the funny thing is, I remember I was working in my computer business, and I remember this one guy, he said, yeah, I got a gold watch. But it wasn't a gold watch, it was gold plated. The stingy people, he was an ex-ANZ bank guy. He'd got gold plated. And yeah, that's the way it goes. Here we go, super chat. MJT, Arch, it could be time to promote Loudmouth Tim to full cardinal status. Just a thought. Thank you so much. Yeah, we can do that. I think that could be winner chicken dinner. Winner chicken dinner. What else can I say there? It's all very good. It's all good. So I gotta be totally honest with you. I do love my wristwatches, and I love gold watches. Gold watch, that was normally after many years of service. You would get a gold wristwatch. And you know, it's kind of sad what's happened now. Well, the you know, people themselves there, they things change. That's what happens. They change. Super chat, just thoughts, really £2. Pontiff's view on the steel Cartier Santos 2018. I gotta be honest with you, I've had a bit of a lackluster relationship with Cartier. And I got to be honest, I've kind of been let down. I have been let down by them because they kind of... Cartier was so cool, then they became a fashion watch. That's what they did. They really... Let's bring up a sample here. And I got to tell you, man, this is... Look at, these are some actually rice. These are like the Galbini, you know, that. And then I always had, the one that I had was the octagonal. I had an octagonal steel. Like this one here. Look at this. Jesus Christ. They're asking a lot of money for a Cartier octagonal. That was the ladies. I liked it. I thought the octagonal very, very 80s. You know, very, very 80s. Very, very... I had one of these. I thought it was so sophisticated. Would I go back, say Cartier? To me, no. No, I can't. But Cartier, you know, I thought them from the 80s. These were classic, iconic watches. I thought they were classic, iconic watches. And I love a Cartier. I do. Here we go. Christian K. Showcase for cardinal status and dangling wang. Dangling wang. Yes. I'd love to have them on as cardinals. Yes. When was Cartier not a fashion brand? Well, they were a very legitimate... They basically invented the wristwatch. Santos Dumont, the aviator. Louis Cartier made a wristwatch for him. Legend has it that may be the first wristwatch that was invented for Santos Dumont, the aviator. And before that, people had pocket watches, and wristwatches were considered girly up until World War I, when then they became... It was, you know, when you're in a war zone, it's hard to get a watch out of your, a pocket watch out of your pocket. You quickly just look at, you don't want to keep touching things. Here we go, Jeb, $5. That's really cool. That's very cool. Thank you so much. The gold wristwatch. What do I think? Well, I gotta tell you, man, I really do love a gold wristwatch. They were, see, wristwatches, a quality Swiss timepiece was something, it was a very cool thing to have, because to tell time, that was something that, that was an expensive, a timekeeping ability was difficult. And to have a watch, it gave you a certain power. This was, we're talking, you know, turn of the century there. This is, you know, 100 years ago. So to be on time and to be punctual was an important thing. MJT $10. Discard the cost. Thoughts on the gold Omega 50th anniversary? Good question. Omega 50th anniversary. Let's have a look here. Look, ignoring cost. Let's ignore cost. Cost. Oh, yeah, man. That is so cool. Yes. I've always liked it. Yeah. I actually, look. I like it. I love it, of course. Ignore cost. Yeah, it's beautiful. Absolute. And, it, you know, when they're in gold, they feel really special. Definitely. I love it. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. FellowRser, $2. Hey Arch, thoughts on the Cartier Roadster? I own the Cartier Roadster. The interesting thing with Cartier is they launch this, the model. So you have the Roadster. Let's get that baby up on the screen there. And then what happens is they bring out a cheaper version. They had the Roadster. They had the Roadster C, which was a kind of a cheaper, nastier version of the Roadster. You know what? I had a Cartier Roadster, and I thought it was absolutely superb. I thought it was a gorgeous watch, very unique. And the thing about the Roadster is, it had you could easily take the bracelet off and put on a rubber strap. There had to be a Cartier rubber strap, so they've kind of. And that model was only for the, you know, if they standardized that componentry, that would have been a great idea, but they kind of didn't. I loved it. Then what Cartier did is they brought out the Cartier Roadster C, which was a much, it was a cheaper version. And if you looked at it, there was the Cartier Roadster C. They had the Cartier Roadster, then they had a Cartier. They cheapened it, and that's what Cartier. It's like the Pasha. Remember, they had the Cartier Pasha. Then they had the. I'm just bringing this up. Then they went and I'm just trying to remember the one I had. I think I had a black dial one. I think I had black dial Cartier Roadster. I'm just trying to remember what I had there. I bought it from Ian the watchmaker, Ian the watch dealer, and it wasn't a terror. Look, I didn't hate it. The problem is Cartier, it has a fashion cycle, and then they stop. You know, I think I loved it. It's only got a shitty generic Swiss movements, nothing that great. But Cartier, it's the design. I tell you what, it was beautiful. I thought it was a beautiful watch. Elegant, beautiful watch. In some ways I miss it. I've got to be totally honest with you. Some ways I do miss it. You got to buy them cheap. Cartier, you want to buy cheap. That's the truth. Envy Scotsman, here we go. Envy Scotsman, my good friend with the Daytona, $3. The mugs are gone. They ran out of things to say. Thank you, Envy Scotsman. That's a very, very cool bit of commentary there. Thank you. I've got to be totally honest with you there. I think, look, it's good to have a bit of a change. I thank them for their service. They were very good contributors, but it's time to move on. It's time to move on. That's just how it goes. It's time to move on. It's it's just time to move on. You know, I don't know what to say. It's just time to move on. That's it. So hey, it's all good. Slatsman, $5. Can you pull up the Amiga Speedy 3221.32.00 papers for 3.2K Japanese boutique edition, frank and honest? I think I know this one. That was the Matsusuto store. Yeah. I think, is that the white one? Let's have a look there. Let's see if we can get this baby. Omega Speedmaster Boutique Edition. Let's have a look there. I think it's the Matsusuto one. It's not coming up. Amiga Speedmaster. Okay, let's get this damn number. I got no one to read it. 3211 dot 3211 3200 dot 32.00. Let's see, bring this one up here. Which one is it? Which one is it? Is this the one? I'm not sure. This can't be it. Is this it? You're talking about the white? That's a reduced. What is it? Is this the one he's talking about? Here we go. What's this? This is a 3-2-1-3 boxing card 3. Look, I got to be honest with you. The problem is it's the automatic. Yeah, that's the problem. Personally, no. I think if you're going to get the Speedmaster, man, you got to get a manual wind. I'm sorry, got to get manual wind, okay? You got to do the manual wind. That's what you've got to do. You've got to do manual wind. Get the manual wind, and you will be. That is the way to go. That's honestly the way to go. So I would say to you there, man, it's very important that you get the one that you like. You've got to get the one that you like. Manual wind, it's important, man. You've got, this is what speedies are. Speedies are manual wind. We've got Urban on again. Hello, Urban. Hello, Urban. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Hey, fantastic. Great to have you on here.
Thank you.
What do you think? Couple questions for you. Is the dress watch, gold wristwatch, dead? Yes or no?
No, I don't think so. I think it's particularly to do with culture and how gold as a material itself is perceived by different countries. Like myself, for instance, since I'm of South Asian origin.
You love gold. You guys love gold.
Exactly. And anything below 22 carat is actually frowned upon. That's the other thing as well. So no, and men quite men are very comfortable with wearing gold, whereas in the UK it's actually quite the opposite. It's considered flashy and rude and crass if you wear gold, and it's associated with being a rapper or just a bad person in general.
Yes, I think you are right there. I've got to tell you seriously, the gold. See, what's happened is, there used to be a retirement gift. You'd get a See, you'd no longer work at the same company forever and ever and ever. You leave. Jobs are different now. The employment sphere is very different. And a quality wristwatch was a really good thing to have, because to be on time was an amazing. Here we go. We got Doc BBC $2. Can I still close the show when Costco lets me out? Yes, I've sent you the link, Doc. No worries. And Dennis Balchi, $5. Hey Arch, I currently have a Hulk and a ceramic blusey. I'm thinking of adding a 2020 solid gold Daytona with gold face. Yes or no? Look, I would say you've got to, what's a nice collection is to have one steel, one two-tone, and one solid gold. I reckon that trilogy is kind of a nice theme to have. So you have your Hulk as your steel, your ceramic blusey as your two-tone, and then you have a solid gold Daytona. Yeah, I reckon that's a great way to go. But don't sell the other things. I think steel, you know what I'm finding? I got to tell you this, Urban. I've actually made a video. I want to sell one of my Pateks. I got a double up. I got two 5127s. I bought it as a specky because a friend was in trouble. He needed to get out. And I said, hey, I'll buy it off you. It's no worries, okay?
Yeah.
Once I sell that, I want to buy an Explorer 2 42mm, probably black dial because it's cheaper. I want to get a Speedy, Amiga Speedmaster Man on the Moon, either the Halcylite or the Sandwich, Sapphire Sandwich.
Yep.
It's got to be on a bracelet, metal bracelet, and I want to buy a Breitling Super Ocean Heritage on the shark mesh. I think those three watches will give me three really usable watches.
Exactly.
And that's what I would love to do. I tell you, I'm going to have a drink now. I would love to do that. I would absolutely love to do that. I would love to just have that as a combo deal. I think that's a. But I got to tell you, in your country, see, many countries there, money was worthless. Governments controlled things. Gold is something you can. Gold is a very store of wealth, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And in fact, and it's more to do with how the financial systems are sort of based in those countries as well. Like, for instance, in Sri Lanka, like, I mean, obviously in the UK and in America, for instance, you'd invest in 401ks and stocks and whatnot.
Yeah.
In over there, it's basically gold or investment savings accounts. So like
Well,
you
don't
call
worry. When
them.
COVID was at its worst, the gold price was going through the roof. Okay,
Oh
don't
yeah.
worry. It still happens. Let me tell you that. Now we've got a super chat here. The ghost of AC3's lost youth. Okay, here we go here. And what do we got here? We've got $2. You stupid fake! Why did you sell the 1016? Okay, I sold it because I wanted to try other watches. Okay, I sold that and I got a day date. Look, in hindsight, of course, the Explorer was super collectible, but I had so many more collectible watches I bought. I had 1680 Red Sub, Plastic Sea Dweller. I had the works. So I got to be honest with you, if I hadn't have sold it, I wouldn't be the YouTube celebrity. This has become my living. My living. So I don't regret nothing. If you've sold a watch and you're like, who cares? You can buy this. Nothing is that really special, really. For me, look, that was a great watch. I love it, but I'd rather have this Patek on my wrist. I'd rather have this than that. So. I'm not really that devastated by it. I'm not devastated. It's okay. I've got some beautiful Pateks I love. This is okay. It's okay.
And ultimately, what matters is that you're content with your collection, and that's what matters. It's not what anyone else says. If you're content with how you spent your money, I mean, anyone else's opinion just doesn't matter. But no, gold is very popular in South Asia. I think even in East Asia it's popular as well, like in Bangkok, Thailand, and those areas. Yeah,
definitely. That's it there. Okie dokie, here we go. MJT, make it a double, $5. I'm gonna make it a double now. I'll make it a double, definitely. But I gotta tell you, the gold wristwatch, it used to be a retirement gift. I think it was a, the unfortunate thing is, I had a friend of mine, Bozo, and Bozo bought a two-tone ceramic blusey for himself. And, it's kind of not the same as if when you retire, you get one given to you. But I gotta be honest with you, you probably, this new world that we live in, they don't really give you watches, a gold watch like they used to, and when they do give you a gold watch, it's gold plated. That's just awful, isn't it? Gold plated. Gold plated. It's here we go. We've got a couple super chats coming through now. Just thoughts, really, £2. Arch, would you consider a Datejust 41 two-tone? You know what? Yes, I would. Beautiful watch. I think the 36mm is probably a wee bit small, okay? It is a wee bit small, but I would seriously say to you, Datejust 41's a great watch. I love it. I think it's an amazing watch. Yeah, I would definitely. And you know what? I'd prefer the steel, but I would prefer the steel. I'd even prefer the steel with the smooth bezel, okay? Louie the Phisteenth, $5. Is there any value? Is there value in yellow gold GMT anniversary green dial, 36,000? Look, a very collectible watch, beautiful watch. Any of those gold sports watches, amazing. They are very, very amazing watches. They're really amazing. The problem is $36,000. I don't know what planet you are on, but $36,000 is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. You got to make the decision. Is it worth it or not? Hey, 36,000 plugs, a lot of holes. Let me say that. It plugs a lot of holes. The problem is when you have so much money in one piece, you always get tempted to sell it because there's other things you can do with the money. And is there value in it? Look, I think that's a highly... It's like the gold Daytonas. They're amazing. It's not my cup of tea, but hey, if you love it, what am I to say no to? Hammando, $3. The new guy breathes like Darth Vader into the mic. Yeah, what seems to be wrong there, Urban?
Something seems to be wrong with my mic. I actually used the same mic I used yesterday, but yeah, I'll probably disconnect and try a different device, maybe.
Yeah, that's okay, whatever. Let me tell you this before you go there. Did your dad get a gold wristwatch on retirement? Tell me this.
No.
He was self-employed, wasn't he?
At certain points of his stage, of his career, yeah.
Did he ever buy an expensive watch for himself and said, I bought this for me?
A DeVille.
An Omega DeVille. Yeah, they were very popular. See, they were expensive in Sri Lanka, where you're from. That was a lot of money back then.
Yep, and I managed to lose it.
How did you lose it? Tell me this.
Oh, I was around 9 or 10 when he lent. So I mean, I'm the only kid, so I'm sort of spoiled. Well, I was, and he basically just lets me use his stuff. And I can't remember where we went that day, but yeah, I mean, I wore it outside, and it was just not on my wrist again.
And you went looking for it? You couldn't find it?
Oh yeah, even they went looking for it, but it was gone. They were not
painful.
happy. Oh yeah.
You know that?
Yeah.
Louie the Phisteenth, $5. Thoughts on the orange color the yellow gold Rolex turns into over time? Yeah, I love it. Unpolished gold. It's got that certain hue to it. I actually think yellow gold. That's why I honestly I love yellow gold in the Pateks. I just think the yellow gold is special. Yellow gold is the original. When you say gold, you don't think of white, or it doesn't look like copper. It's yellow. It's yellow. You know what I mean? That's kind of how it is. I really think yellow gold has got a lot going for it. Would I, yellow gold itself there, what do I think? I think there's a lot going for it. It has its moments. It's popular, and then it kind of phases out. Then white gold was very European, and then it's one of these things. White gold is popular. Then you get different types of. Here's some retirement watches here. Let's look at some of these here. Look at this here. Presented to blah 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 in appreciation of 30 years loyalty to Standard Oil Company of California, 1950 to 1920. Look at that. Wowzers. Look at that. Standard Oil. Look at that. That's absolutely beautiful. Here's a 25 years gift there. Here's Fisher Body Division Master Craftsman. There we go. That's another gold watch. The gold wristwatch, absolutely. They were such a great retirement gift, and it was it was something nice to have. Look at what's this here, 35 years official. What's this here? Let's have a look. What is this? It just looks like garbage. It looks like garbage. It's garbage. Garbage. We've got another super chat in here now. Hammando, $3. Did you catfish Mike's partners with Grindr? No, I don't know. Who the hell is Mark? I don't know any Marks. There's no Marks I know. There's only Archibald Chesterfield III. That's the only celebrity YouTuber I know. And I've got to be honest with you, some of these retirement gifts, what would I like as a retirement gift? You know, I gotta be honest with you, man. I'd love what would I like as a retirement gift? You know what I would really like? I tell you what I'd like. I'd like a Rolex! Rolex Date. I was at KBR. They gave you, after 35 years, a two-tone Rolex Datejust. That's what a lot of people had there. Amazing stuff. Very, very interesting indeed. But I gotta say, man, wristwatches, I love the hobby. I love the watches, I love the hobby, and you know, I'm just taking things a bit slower now in the collection. I'm really, really over the moon. I got the Pateks. I mean, I know I've had jokes about them, but really, I love them. I love them. I would like to sell, once this COVID thing relaxes a bit, I'm going to sell that 6th Patek, and I want to buy an Explorer 2. I'd like to get a Speedy, an Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. And I would like to also get a Breitling Super Ocean Heritage. That's what I'd like to do there. And I want to enjoy my watches. I got some pieces I can use. Here we go. NY Punner, $2. Yes, with the exception of white gold. Yes, sirree. White gold. And we've got Friend, £5. Greetings from the Netherlands. Greetings, sir. Greetings. I gotta be honest with you. I love, to me, classic wristwatch, gold wristwatch on a leather strap. That is a proper wristwatch. DP, $5. I only wish I had a Calatrava. Screw the haters. Thank you, DP. Thank you so much indeed there. I'm very, very happy to have them. We've got Urban back. Hello, Urban.
Hey, you alright?
Yeah, it's much better. So, you know, gold itself there, a wristwatch itself. Tell me this. What are you hoping to do? Do you want to get a gold watch? Is there any gold watches you want?
Yeah, probably. I mean, maybe a 36. What do you call it? A 36 mil day, the champagne dial. But that's more of a long-term kind of thing. It's not. I just don't have. The only thing apart from the reverso that I've got the urge for is the Breguet Marine.
Ah, it's a beautiful watch, the Breguet Marine.
Yeah. It's unique as well.
So tell me this: what do you see? Are you getting a Rolex? Do you want a Rolex?
I haven't tried one, so I don't know.
Are you lusting after one?
Yeah, probably. But again, it's one of those things where unless you try it yourself, it's hard to say what exactly you want.
Did your dad have any Rolex?
No.
Oh, okay.
He was a one watch guy. Well, two watch guy.
Well, after you lost the first one.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you know where that went, that watch, or what happened?
No idea. All I know is that I got shouted at a lot, which is understandable.
Yes. DP, $5. Finally, watch talk. Thank goodness. Tell me this: you're a young guy. You're living in London, right?
No, in the northwest of England, so in Manchester.
Ah, Manchester. Beautiful. What do you see your horological dreams? How are they going to go? Are you going to buy and sell a bit, or just solely just buy and keep?
Oh, I'm more of a keeper. So yeah, I don't like huge amounts of stuff either. Maximum probably about 3. I'd say 3 would get me through. And I mean like throughout the entirety of my life. I don't like having lots and lots. I don't think that you actually can particularly enjoy the stuff you have when you've got like 10.
I see. Just out of interest there, guys. Danny Perfect. You know what, Danny? I'm going to put you in timeout. Just stop spreading rumors and lies. They didn't do what I told them to, so they were asked to leave. Okay? The ringmaster has spoken. That's it. Okay? They didn't do what I said. Well, get out of this big tent. That's simple as that. Okay? So anyone else is going to talk about things, what happened, this and that, you're going to get banned. Simple as that. It's my show. I want to be positive here, not negative. I got to tell you seriously, you're a young guy. How old are you now?
22.
22. What a great age. Now, once you finish study, my best advice to you, can you get an Amiga Speedmaster Man on the Moon? That's the first thing I would get if I were you.
Yeah.
Then get yourself a Rolex. Get a Rolex. You need a Rolex. Don't just this Breguet stuff. The resale value on that. I got to be honest with you. I can hear it from your voice, right? Can I tell you this?
Mm-hmm.
You're not a big enough haggler. I don't think you're going to get a big enough discount. I got a feeling you might be a really nice guy.
Yeah.
You've got to be really vicious to haggle with these things. I would go for Rolex. Get a Rolex, get an Amiga, and then I'd start. The Breguet, you've got to get a discount. You've got to get a massive discount.
Yeah.
They're a great watch, but they're kind of, you know, I've had a few Breguet. I had the Type 20. I had actually, my first Breguet I got was a white gold one. I bought it for a dealer and I sold it. I only owned it for like an hour. And
right.
I wish I had it still. It was beautiful. White gold Breguet. And it was $4,000. It was only a small 33mm Breguet, but beautiful, beautiful. It was on a leather strap. Very classic type Breguet. It belonged to a banker who fell on hard times. And I really... NY Punter, $2. How did Shag Mark's wife? How did Shag... I don't even know who Mark's is. Who is Mark? I never heard of a Mark. I don't understand, NY Punter, but thank you for the $2.
My question is would it ever be obtainable? This whole bubble and this whole, you know, thing around Rolex. Would it ever be obtainable by the time, you know, I come around to get one?
Get what? Sorry.
You know, get into the Rolex game. Would it ever be obtainable? That's my question.
Well, look, I think you're not going to get a gold one. You just get a steel one. I reckon you go for like a Milgauss or an Explorer 2 or just go for the softer models. That's all I do. They're not ridiculous. They're obtainable.
Right.
They're a little over retail. Big deal, you know.
Mm-hmm. So do you mean that it's worth paying over retail?
Look, it's supply and demand. The retail price is irrelevant because you can't get them. Okay, retail is only relevant if you can feasibly go to the shop and get it. If you can't get it, it's a rigged game. And I got to be honest with you. I think a Rolex is a nice thing to have. I've owned numerous Rolexes, and I think they are cool. I really do like them.
I know.
I really love Rolex. I love Rolex. You know, I think it's special. Is it worth the money? Nothing's worth the money, but they are good. They are beautiful things to have. They are beautiful. So, I wouldn't be so anti-Rolex. I think Rolex itself is pretty... You've got to have a Rolex, man. You've got to get a Rolex. You've got to get a Rolex.
Yep.
You don't need to have hundreds of them. You don't need to have 10 of them. But I think I would get a Rolex. Yeah, I would. It's worth it. It's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me this. You hear a lot about Rolex robberies, like people getting the watches. Is that serious in Manchester where you are?
The problem is this. When, like, let's say, like, an isolated incident as highlighted by those particular YouTubers does happen.
Yeah.
Those incidences get a lot of press coverage.
Yes.
So people automatically start to assume that it's as bad as it looks. But in reality, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Stan the Man, $5. Arch, Breguet, Vacheron, Rolex, Cartier, Tudor, Glashütte, Omega, Cartier, Longines, Breitling, Piaget, IWC. What should I get next? JLC, Polaris, be frank. I actually like the Reverso. Why don't you get a nice Reverso? I'm not a big fan of the Polaris. I'd get a Reverso. Can you get a Reverso
Isn't that the dive watch with the inner rotating bezel?
The Polaris, yeah, I'm not a big fan. The Polaris is kind of it's kind of their attempt at a sports watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They make a few. There's a few different Polaris models there. They make a chronograph Polaris. They got a number of things. Yeah, it's kind of, I'll just bring one up on the screen. It's kind of trendy, cool sort of thing. Yeah, I get it. You know, I'd rather, you know what I'd rather do? I'd rather get a JLC Reverso, man. Get a Reverso. I really love, I tell you what I love is the Tribute Moon Phase. Tribute Moon, that's what I really think is sexy. Look at this thing. I'd get one of these. Look at that. That's what I'd get, man. The Polaris does nothing for me. That's a gorgeous watch. Look at that. Moon Phase, it's a duo actually. It's a duo, Tribute Moon duo. Flip it over. That's what I'd get, man. It's beautiful. Why would the Polaris is just, I don't know. It doesn't do anything for me, to be honest with you, Stan. Stan, it does less than nothing for me. I don't know why you'd do that. So, yeah, that's the way it goes there. So, I gotta be honest with you. Get a Reverso. Get a Reverso. That's what it's beautiful. Look at that Reverso. It's gorgeous. I'd love one of those, wouldn't you? I don't know why you don't get a Reverso. Why don't you get a Reverso? Tell me this. Urban?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's my goal. That's ideally that would be my first watch.
Beautiful Tribute Moon. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's just, it's so sexy. It's sexy. It's erotic. That's what I'd get. Just get one of those.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
You'd love it. You'd really love that sort of stuff.
How much do those go for?
Oh, they're about 10,000 US, just under 10,000 secondhand. David SW has one actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think that's a beautiful. It's haute horology. Look at it, just absolutely stunning, absolute stunning watch.
Yeah.
That's what I'd get.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think is just a beautiful piece of horology to own there. And what's wrong with that? Here we go. Here, Stan the Man.
Oh, there's nothing
What
wrong
about
with
the
that.
Reverso limited red dial? I'm not a big fan of that. That's the Rogue. Reverso Rogue. That's the Rogue, the special limited edition. I don't know. It doesn't really seem to be my cup of tea, but that's not to say it's not a bad piece. I just it's red your color. That's exactly it. Is red your color. Only you can tell me that. the rogue, the red there. I don't know if it's my cup of tea, but it is beautiful. I must admit, it is actually growing on me. Yeah. So there we go. That's been a quality show. I'm going to wrap this baby up. We're doing well. The important thing is, Urban, is we are able to run a show. DP, $5. You missed my super chat. Arch, Geneva Seal watches special, better than others. Look, DP, the problem is, oh, there we go, $5 DP. Archie, Geneva Seal watches special. They let Cartier has Geneva Seal now. So once you do that, it's kind of lost its bearing, and Patek left the club. They sort of said they'll have their own Patek seal. So I think in many ways Geneva Seal is not what it used to be, but are they special? Possibly. They are possibly special, okay? They are special. They're cool. Very cool. They are very, very cool. So would I get one? I kind of Geneva Seal, I think they are special because they have a certain, it's better than Kosk. Geneva Seal is special. Yes, it is. Vacheron has, numerous Vacherons get the Geneva. Yeah, I'd say it is. Sorry, I apologize. They are very special. It's a code of practice they run to. Geneva Seal, certain things they do that, yeah, they are, of course they are. You betcha. Actually, I got to be totally honest with you. I kind of prefer my Pateks to have the Geneva Seal instead of the Patek Seal. That's just me. I'm just being totally honest with you. I prefer Geneva Seal. It's a certain benchmark of brilliance. So, yeah, that's kind of how I feel on it there. But Urban, I want to say thanks for coming on, man. You're a great guy. I love you. You know that?
Thank you. Oh, yes, I do know this, actually. And so do I.
Stan the man, $2. What about the reverse limited? Oh, yeah, we spoke about that. I got to say, man, it's really cool to have you there. It's great. Rooted Rotor, $2. Tribute to 1931 is their best watch, big boy. They've got a whole family of tributes now. But yeah, I agree. I totally agree. MJT, $2. Missed another super chat. No, we're coming back. We're not disappearing. It's been great having you on, Urban. I love you. And I will see you in the next one. And guys, remember, the Archie Luxury Show is bigger than personalities. If they don't do what I say, they can get out. And I'm not going to mention them anymore. That's it. That's just the way it goes. We're going to move forward. I want to up the content. I want to up the quality. The best thing we can do is have a Stalinistic purge. And that's what we've done. We've had a purge. They're gone. Let's move forward. I want to be positive and move forward. We've got a new caliber.
Onwards and upwards.
Onwards and upwards. That's exactly it. Onwards and upwards. So that's the way it goes. And hey, you come on again, Urban, anytime. You are welcome on anytime. I love your content.
Thank you. That means a lot, Archie. That means a lot.
No, I really do enjoy chatting to you. Okay, man. See you tomorrow, guys.
See you
tomorrow.